This video contains big spoilers for one of my favorite quests in Breath of the Wild. If you have an interest for the game, and you haven't done the Tarrey Town quest yet, do not watch this video. Trust me, this quest is a lot better when you go into it knowing nothing. 100 years after the complete destruction of society, the blight and malice that caused the world's end remains present at the heart of Hyrule. When Link is finally awoken from his 100-year slumber, the weight of the kingdom bears down on his shoulders, as it is his job to single-handedly free all of Hyrule from the evil incarnate beast, Ganon. With ironclad focus and endless willpower to overcome any obstacle he faces, Link decides to rescue chickens, take funny photos, find 999 tree children, go bowling, boil some of the most deplorable food known to man, Thanos snap random animals, real estate, and just completely exploit the physics of the game. But among these less story-driven side missions is one of my favorite moments in the game, creating Tarrey Town. A late game quest which I easily could have missed, where you get to build your very own town from the ground up. As well as, well, decimating every forest ecosystem known to man. To supply huts and wood to build houses, you must find people to move into your town. After every new member, Tarrey Town begins to feel more and more complete. Seeing the town you put so much effort into turn from a small rocky island into a charming little village was one of the moments that made this game so special for me. Today, I'd like to explore one of the elements that makes creating Tarrey Town so magical, the leitmotif used in the town's theme. Before we start talking about how leitmotif is implemented into Tarrey Town, let me give you a quick explanation of what this term means. Leitmotif is a short, recognizable theme signifying an event, situation, or character. Popularized by Richard Wagner, the concept can be seen in many famous plays and movies. One of the most recognizable examples of this can be found in Star Wars. This short theme signifies the appearance of the powerful and menacing Darth Vader. It is a brilliant use of leitmotif because when the audience hears that signature dun dun da da, they associate it with Darth Vader. Now that you have a very basic understanding of leitmotif, we can get back to Tarrey Town. The next part of the video has music as examples throughout. I try to show just enough of the song as necessary without showing too much. However, if you'd like to listen to the full songs, I made a playlist of them in order in the description below. Before initiating the quest, this is the island where Tarrey Town will be built. The island is empty and the rockiness shows that a lot of work must be done before even starting to build. The song feels very minimal. The flute conveys a melody, but leaves a lot of emptiness throughout. In the background, a quiet piano plays the basic chord progression of the song, in tandem with some very relaxed bongos. Although the theme reflects the emptiness of what will become Tarrey Town, the melody displays potential, almost as if this is the start of something amazing. Once you start inviting more members, the town begins to feel more lively. Everyone comes from a completely different city, each with their own leitmotif to highlight the unique atmosphere of that town. The first person to live in Tarrey Town is a Goron named Grayson. Here's the theme of Goron City. Notice the prominent trombone. Now here's the updated Tarrey Town theme once Grayson becomes a member. See how the trombone and xylophone is added to the town's theme in a place where the song felt empty? The second person you invite to Tarreytown is a Gerudo named Ronson. Here's her town's theme. Pay attention to the string-like instruments. Once Ronson becomes part of the town, a similar thing happens to the Tarreytown theme. Notice the addition of the string-like instrument from Ronson's leitmotif in the background. The third member of Tarreytown is a Rito named Vyson. Here's the Rito village theme. Note the clarinet. Now notice how the Tarreytown theme includes the Rito village leitmotif. The last person Link invites to Tarreytown is a priest from Zora's Domain named Capson. Here's the Zora's Domain theme. Notice the piano in the background playing arpeggios. Here's the Tarreytown theme once Capson joins the town. Spotting what was added to this version of the song was pretty difficult. One thing that's new is the bongos are more lively, making everything flow better. However, the only other new thing I noticed was different was the guitar in the background. Although it only loosely resembles the Zora's Domain theme, the Zora's Domain theme is filled with guitar-like arpeggios. This was the only time where the leitmotif addition wasn't obvious, so I assume that this still follows the same pattern as before. This last edition is a bit of a surprise for those who didn't do this quest. The reason why Link invited a priest to Tarreytown is because Hudson and Ronson get married. Once Hudson and Ronson are pronounced husband and wife, the town lives happily ever after in peace and harmony. The final addition to the Tarreytown theme is actually the leitmotif of Hudson's hometown, Hateno Village. Here's the Hateno Village theme. Notice the uillean pipes.
Uillean pipes.
Here's the final and complete theme for Tarreytown. Adding the leitmotif of each new town member to the town's theme accomplishes 3 things. 1. It makes the town feel more complete as the theme evolves alongside it. 2. The town feels more personal to its members, since each character leaves an everlasting imprint on the town's theme. Lastly, by adding a leitmotif of the 4 main hometowns to the theme, it feels like a gathering of different cultures, each contributing their own unique flair to the town. They could have just made the final theme play the whole time, and not included the leitmotif of each member's hometown. Instead, as the town grew and became more complete, so did the theme. When each new member added their own leitmotif to the melody, the new Tarreytown theme reflected the addition of that character. After all, a town is only worth as much as the people in it. Breath of the Wild captures exactly that through the evolution of the Tarreytown song from an empty melody to an amalgamation of every town member's leitmotif. So for those who made it to the end, be sure to kidnap the like button's family, hold them hostage, demand $1 million, and when he finally pays up, don't free his family, leaving the like button a sad, pitiful man, $1 million in debt. Also comment, subscribe.